should the government redistribute its citizens' wealth by forcefully taking money from some citizens through taxes in order to provide free goods and services for others?
Well, any government that provides services that are putatively free and finances them by taxation inevitably does that to some extent.
Well, I was talking about redistributive taxes, so they tax one group of citizens in order to provide free goods and services for others. For example, farm subsidies.
Well, I think you can argue about. I think you can argue about these policies one by one. I mean, you can take a principled position against all kinds of subsidies, but then you get into arguments about what's a subsidy. And I went to law school, and they pay people quite a few $100s an hour to make those arguments, and it turns out that some of them are pretty good arguments.
Right.
Both sides.
Right. But I think we're misunderstanding each other. I'm not talking about taxing the citizens in order to provide a service to the citizens, such as defense spending, where we tax all American citizens and everybody is protected by the U.S. Army, or the police, where we tax the citizens and the police provide service to everyone that requires it. I'm talking about taxing citizens in order to provide free goods and services for other people that aren't them.
Well, once again, you get into...
Should the government do that? That's the question.
Well, I think each citizen has his own view on that.
What's your view? Your view?
Farm subsidies got started in World War I because we wanted to make sure we had enough food to feed not only ourselves but our allies in Europe, who were being, particularly in Britain, which was being blockaded by German submarines, and they weren't getting food in. So the argument there is that you need to do that for a national defense purpose, which putatively serves everyone.
That was during war, right? But are we in a war right now?
Well, we're in various kinds of struggles and potential wars.
We have to have farm subsidies for that?
The Jones Act, which subsidizes American flag ships, was originally a wartime measure, and the argument for it is that we need to have a certain amount of ships that are available to the U.S. that can be requisitioned into military vehicles or for purposes of national defense trade in time of war. I don't happen to agree with that argument. I think it's a weak one, but it's an argument. But it's an argument that's I think a reasonable person could believe.
Should the government protect all peaceful citizens against people that want to use force to take their money?
Yeah.
Okay. So is the government protecting these peaceful taxpayers when it forcefully takes their money in order to give the money to the farmers?
Well, the fact is, I think you can make an argument that it is. I would tend to disagree.
You disagree that you think they are protecting the taxpayers when they do that?
I think in the case of farm subsidies, they're not.
Okay, so the government is not protecting them. It's actually victimizing the taxpayer when it forcefully takes their money in order to give it to someone else. How about foreign aid? Is that redistribution of wealth?
Well, foreign aid is, is given in order to enhance the United States position in the world. We've found from bitter experience that things that happen in the rest of the world affect us and can result in force being used against America and Americans. So you have to, you take it that way. But I would just...
So the government is not protecting the American citizens, right, when it forcefully takes their money and gives it to other people in other countries, right? That's not protecting them. You said that the government should protect all peaceful citizens against people that want to use force to take their money. Why are you in favor of that?
I think an argument can be made that foreign aid is doing something of that character. An argument can be made that it's not. Anyway, got to go. Thanks.
Okay. Thank you.
Take care.